How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Max, aka Hair Guy Blondie, bringing you back another video. And today, guys, this is not only going to be a hair growth update video, but this is also going to be a channel update video talking about really the year of 2024 for my YouTube channel and for me personally, and moving ahead and what's to be expected going forward in the year 2025, and really just talking about also the fact that I reached 300 subscribers today. So I kind of want to talk about that as well. So it's going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to try to make it not too long, but it's going to be in the longer type content that I make usually. And usually my videos range from 5 to 10 minutes. This may stretch out to be a little bit longer, but we'll see how fast I go here. I'm not going to try to rush into anything. I'm not going to try to rush everything that I'm saying. So I'm just going to take my time, and we're going to see how it goes. So, yes, I have reached 2 years. By the way, new cap. Got it for Christmas. Pretty fancy, I got to say. But yes, I have reached 2 years and 7 months of growing out my locks here. My long curly locks. Yes, 2 years and 7 months of hair growth. So this is how it's looking. As you can see, it's long. I'm not going to pull it all the way down just because we have a lot to talk about in this video, but I will show you the front, the sides, and of course, the back, most importantly. So I did measure it today, and it is 16 on the top, 16 inches on the top, just right at the tip. And that's not what she said. Maybe she did say that. I'm not sure, but it is 16 inches. So for a guy's perspective, hey, that's pretty good if you're trying to get girls, eh? Anyway, it's 16 inches at the tip, and it's 15 and a half inches from the neck down. So it's gotten crazy long this month. It's growing crazy. I'm going to try to get it out of my eyes and get my cap back on because I can barely see. But yeah, so that's the hair growth update for you guys. But it is insanely long. And yeah, there isn't really much to say except for the fact that everything that I'm doing casually on a day-to-day basis just gets increasingly kind of more difficult now, especially now this is going kind of underneath my armpits almost a little bit now. More often than not, it's underneath my armpits. So yeah, it's long. It's just long, and it's crazy. It's you know, when I wake up in the morning, I have to wash my face, comb it, and it's long. It's pretty wild, guys, but that is the hair growth update for you all. I know that was very, very quick, but there's a lot to talk about in this video, and like I said, maybe I shouldn't rush in. Maybe I shouldn't have rushed that away, but lots to talk about, and the hair growth stuff's the easiest to get out of the way right off the bat, and before we dive in deep about this year and going forward into 2025. So yes, let's talk about this year for a second. Firstly, I kind of want to go back to 2023. So 2023, I did a video talking about my beard growth. It was I believe it was 1 year and 2 months of beard growth. I uploaded it in January or February or March of 2023. And it right when I uploaded it, didn't do so well, wasn't doing so hot, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and it was blowing up right when I impulsively shaved that beard off. So the idea came to my mind to be like, well, why don't, you know, I regrow out my patchy beard, but this time I actually do a growth progress video on it on a month-to-month basis. So not only am I seeing the progress through my YouTube videos each month, but also people, viewers, subscribers, whatever, who are ever interested in this type of content can see the progression throughout the months. And so I've been doing that. And then at the time I was growing out my hair, so I decided after a few months of doing it just for my beard, I'm like, well, why don't I just add my hair growth in the mix? Because I've been growing that out for, at the time, was like over a year. Now it's two years and 7 months now. So I did that. I haven't looked back since. And yeah, especially this year, it's just been crazy to me that, you know, I started doing these monthly growth updates, you know, in 2023. So I believe the first video was in July of 2023 when I was just talking about regrowing out my patchy beard after impulsively shaving it, you know, after impulsively shaving it a year and 7 months in my old beard. And now that I've been regrowing it out for a year and 6 months, it's and I've been documenting the progress ever since. It's been crazy to me, and especially going into 2024, I kept on doing it. And, you know, when I got a lot of backlash, or not backlash, but I got a lot of people or trolls, and even on that old video that went viral out of nowhere, people just saying that, oh my God, shave it, you look ugly, you know, you look weird, you look stupid, you're just saying horrible shit to me. And, I kept, you know, continue doing it the beard growth month by month update videos. And, it didn't really bother me. It was kind of more like, at a certain point, it did bother me, yes, at a certain point, but at the same time, I thought it was pretty funny that, you know, the comments were relatively the same, and, like, it was almost boosting my confidence up that, hey, what I'm doing is pissing people off, and why don't I just keep doing it? Because eventually they're going to stop saying whatever they want to say to me, and people are going to accept the fact that this guy on YouTube is just doing beard growth updates month by month and sharing it to the world, to the interweb, for people, hopefully other guys, to be inspired, be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I want to grow out my beard and it's a little bit patchy. Or another guy may be like, hey, this guy's growing out his long curly hair. I've always wanted to have long hair. Well, why don't I just grow it? I also have curly. Like, people like that. People who maybe needed a boost to maybe be like, hey, do what you want. Because we only live on this earth for 80, 90 years. It's a short period of time, really, how much time we have on this earth. And you should be able to do what you want to do as long as you're not hurting anyone. And I believe that's the main takeaway people really don't understand, is that not only YouTube, YouTube has really stayed the same ever since the early 2000s, but with Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, we all live in a world where everything is fake. Nothing is truly genuine. And I believe when you're recording a video in your room or outside with no fancy transitions, and it's just you and the camera, and you looking at the camera and talking to whoever may be watching this, that it feels more authentic, that it feels more real. You're not trying to fake it. You're seeing the person come up with what he needs to say in that moment. There's no fancy cuts. There's no, and sure, maybe if I mess up here or there, I will do a cut into the video and add in a little sequence and explain what happened. But you're not faking it. And I believe that's the problem in today's world, is that everybody's faking what they're doing. And I'm just, when it comes to my beard growth, my hair growth, I'm not using anything to make it grow faster. I'm not using anything to make my hair grow thicker or fuller or faster, or really for that's just my beard in general. I'm just doing this month by month and doing the best I can to, grow it out, to make sure my skin and beard are healthy. And, that's the problem in today's world, is that everybody's too much people pleasing everyone. And the people who say, you know what, I'm going to do this for me. And if there's a community out there, or if there's people out there who want to join in on my YouTube channel and join in and become patchy beard brothers with me, or long hair brothers with me, come on in. Come on in. And, for the 300 people who have subscribed to my channel, I thank you, because a lot of you are genuine people who comment on here. I mean, I do get the odd trolls and assholes who comment and say what they want to say, but really it's become less and less ever since I've kind of just put my foot down and said, no, this is what I'm doing. If you don't like it, go suck a cow. Because it's like, I don't need that in my life. I don't need to belittle someone to be like, hey, you know what? You should do this. I'm tired of people telling me what to do. I've been told what to do all my life. I've been told what's good, what's bad, what not to say, what to say. And in certain areas, especially in events and all that, that's good when it's needed. But when you're just a guy on his bed recording about his beard growth, it doesn't really need to be said. Maybe just understand that some people are just going to do what they want to do. And that's really the whole point of my channel, is do what you want to do. And if you're growing out your patchy beard, if you're growing out your hair, come on in, because we're welcoming new friends. I've never once ever begged for subscribers. I say, hey, subscribe to my channel if you want to. But I see a lot of YouTubers nowadays who are like, oh yeah, I checked my subscriber count and I saw that half of you aren't subscribed and you're watching my videos, go subscribe. I'm not like that. Because I don't do that. Half of the people I watch, I don't even subscribe to. There's certain people that I like that I will subscribe to, but most of the time, when I'm watching a YouTube video that I like it, I'll just like it. I won't even subscribe to the guy. And that's my thing, and I think I'm not the only one out there who does that. What else? Jesus Christ. But really, 2024 has been a big year for me, my channel, and really my personal growth. Talking about Instagram and Facebook, actually, I actually deleted my account on both of those, because I noticed in myself that I personally was becoming disjointed from reality, because I was spending so much time on Instagram and Facebook and those social medias where you're just constantly scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it was fundamentally, I think, changing how I was perceiving the world and how I was feeling about myself. And I couldn't do it anymore, guys. Like, I couldn't do it. I needed to escape from that world. And so I made the decision a few weeks back to delete my Instagram, delete my Facebook, and I haven't looked back since. And personally for me, it's really been a big growth moment, a really big mature moment for me, saying that I don't need that endless brain rot entertainment in my life. And I will stick by this till the day I die. YouTube is the best social media. It's like TV, YouTube. And even though YouTube has gone on to do YouTube Shorts and all that, YouTube still fundamentally runs how it was back when it was first getting started. It's a vlog type content where you know, you make videos and you try to build a community around it. And my community happens to be beard and hair growth. People who are growing out their beards and hair. That is my community. That is my target audience. And for anyone who, you know, for the people who don't get it, they won't get it and they won't understand it, and that's fine. But we shouldn't belittle each other in the comments down below to tell how a person should live, or how they should, you know, live, or how they should look, or how they should. What I'm trying to say is, if you listen to every comment, if you listen to every critic that tells you something in the comments down below of what you should do and how you should present yourself, how you should look, you're never going to be truly happy. Yeah, and that's my main takeaway right now. But really big personal growth for me, guys. And for 2025, it's going to be the same type of content. Hair growth video, monthly updates in the later month. Beard growth updates, obviously, in the early part of the month. And the year... Sorry. I've been growing out my beard for a year and 5 months. I think I said a year and 6 months earlier in the video. But it will be a year and 6 months in early January for my patchy beard. And I'll actually give you a zoom up of how it's looking. Look at that. That's a little sneak peek for you guys. That's how it's looking. It looks pretty snazzy if you ask me. But yeah. We're almost at the year and 7 months back to where I impulsively shaved it. I want to get back to that year and 7 months, because if I can get over that hump and get to 2 years, I'll be so happy with myself that I was able to get over that hump, because I've been waiting for that moment. And it's almost February. I mean, first we have to get through January, but we're almost there. I'm almost there, guys. And I can just feel it in my bones. Look, my hands are shaking. They're going crazy. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know what the fuck I just did. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I kind of went on a long kind of rant there about social media and comments and haters and a bunch of other shit. But really, what I'm trying to say in this video is that thank you for the 300 subscribers. Truly, it means a lot to me. Without it, I wouldn't know. I still don't know if I would be doing these videos. If I didn't, like, I don't know if I would still be making the beard growth monthly update videos and the hair growth monthly update videos unless there was an actual audience for it. And I'm happy that there's an audience for my YouTube videos, for my beard growth videos, hair growth videos, talking about my congenital heart disease, intellectual disability. I want to do more videos on that, really, to be honest, about me living with congenital heart disease and living with intellectual disability, because I truly believe there are people out there who have the same shit that I have, who are afraid to talk about it. And I think more people need to talk about that stuff, because that stuff is real. And personally, for me, I would try to hide the fact that I was different, which led me, I think, with a lot of negative coping mechanisms and a lot of negative attention seeking. And that's a whole list of things to talk about in a different video. When the chance or when the opportunity arises, I will surely make a video on that. But until then, guys, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had a great Boxing Day, or, I don't know, Jewish or Hanukkah, if you guys celebrate Hanukkah. Anyway, Happy New Year. It's almost here. So early Happy New Year. Yeah, I'll see you guys all in, like, the year 2025. Woo, baby! In the city. Also, if you stumbled upon this video and you watched the whole 19 minutes and 55 seconds, maybe consider subscribing. Thank you.